Was this Britney Spears music video part of the Mandela effect? A lot of people remember her wearing a plaid skirt, not a black one, but they think that it changed after 2008. And other things like people remembered the Bear-Stein Bears instead of Bear-Stain Bears. But how would it be possible to change all of this later? Well, according to the theory, all of this changed in 2008 when CERN, which is a real place in Switzerland, did their first particle collision test. So CERN's a facility in Switzerland that has a 17-mile tunnel underground that they use to collide particles in an effort to replicate the Big Bang Theory. Scientists are looking for a particle called Higgs boson, aka the God particle. Now I'll try to keep this simple, but essentially they think when the universe first began, right after the Big Bang, there was a particle that existed that helped give everything mass, which is the Higgs boson subatomic particle. Think of it as the ingredients for bread. The universe had flour and water, but then the Higgs boson particle was the yeast. Essentially, the Higgs boson particle combines all of the matter in the universe to make it what it is. So this machine essentially makes a mini Big Bang, and then they can see the raw particles. They did their first successful test on September 10th, 2008, and they think at that moment a new universe was created, essentially making a new timeline for ourselves. But that wasn't their only test, they continued to use it for years. So they think that multiple timelines have been created, and that's why all of these little details started showing up, and it first started showing up in 2010. And it all started when a blog went viral that a paranormal investigator wrote because she thought that Nelson Mandela had died, but then she saw a news report about how he was still alive and his wife was doing like some speech or something. But she remembers like news reports of him dying and his wife doing a speech about his death when she was younger. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought the same thing. Now this all sounds crazy, but there's actually a real theory that many of the world's greatest physicists believe, and it's called the many world theory, that essentially says that this is possible. That essentially every time a quantum experiment like CERN takes place, a new timeline is created. Now whether that's actually happening, that CERN machine actually was proven that it could create many black holes, but they said that those weren't dangerous because they would eventually die off before they grew too big. Do you guys remember Looney Tunes spelled like this? Because I definitely don't. I remember Tunes spelled with two O's, but apparently this is how it's been the whole time.